Welcome back, everyone. Okay, my last release of Jordan Chiles and Anna Barbosu was an analysis of their floor gymnastics from various competitions, but many people made it very clear they wanted an analysis specifically from their performances in Paris to be better informed about the controversy between their battle for the bronze. So that's what this video is. I'll be analyzing the floor routines of Jordan Chiles, Anna Barbosu, Sabrina Voinea, and Rebeca Andrade from their Paris performances. Let's get started with the Paris floor routine of Jordan Chiles. She mounts with a double layout with a full twist, or a full twist within her double layout. She has a lot of power. This is very clean with a long, powerful back handspring. She does her full twist mostly on the first flip and has very clean form and control throughout this skill. She does lose a bit of control on her landing as she rebounds a bit rather than absorb the landing. The floor apparatus is much more bouncy these days and often much more challenging for the athletes to control their landings. She does a good job of regaining balance on this landing. Her next pass is a layout front with a full twist, step out into a round off back handspring, tucked full in, or double back flip with a full twist. Her layout full twisting front is very clean and she steps out very forward, keeping the power and momentum of this pass moving forward into her full in. She has a strong full arm reach into her full in and her knees are glued together in the air. Her landing is very high and controlled and pretty much a stuck landing. Here's a side-by-side with Anna doing their wolf turns. They both kick into their wolf turns with very strong kicks and have good control throughout. Jordan's next pass is a round off back handspring double layout. Again, she's very clean in her tumbling. She does lean back a bit here, and this does cause her double layout to travel back more, and she loses a little bit of height, which forces her to take a step forward on her landing. She does have really nice form and execution throughout this double layout. The reason Jordan Chiles protested her floor routine was she was not given full credit for completing her full turn out of her tour jeté with a full turn. The judges agreed, then raised her score, and that put her in third place. Here's a look at Jordan, Anna, and Rebeca doing the same skill. You can see for yourself and make your own judgments. I don't know how the judges evaluated Rebeca or Anna, but they did ultimately give full credit to Jordan. In general, Jordan had a couple of bobbles here and there, but it was a very strong routine. Now let's take a look at Anna. She mounts with a round off whip back into a tucked full in with a very controlled landing. It's hard to see with this angle on the left, but she's not touching her hands on the floor in this whip back, and this increases the difficulty of this pass. Her legs are a bit separated here, but she lands very high with good control on this very difficult pass. Her next pass is a round off back handspring, 2.5 twisting back layout, immediately punching into a layout front full. She's got her legs very tight together with a little feet crossing here. She squares off very well as she sets up for her layout full twisting front. Her 2.5 twisting layout back is a bit over rotated, and this makes her front full travel forward more and she has to step out of bounds here. Here's her tour jeté with a full turn. I showed the comparison earlier in this video. Very nice. Same here with her wolf turn. Very solid with no apparent balance loss. Both Anna and Jordan in their individual ways are very clean and elegant with their gymnastics. Her next pass is a double tuck back to an immediate punch front. Again, this is a very rare skill. You don't see that often in women's gymnastics. It's not as difficult as Sabrina's double layout punch front, but still it takes a strong punch, good timing, and proper technique to complete this skill well. Anna does this pass with excellent form and a very nice landing. Well done. Sabrina Voinea from Romania. She starts out with a very clean and high tuck double-double or double back with 2 twists. This is a side-by-side with one of her past competitions. I use this example to show how consistent she was with this skill. Here's a really good arm set as she initiates her twist while setting her chest up to increase her flip rotation. She finishes her full twist slightly before she finishes her first flip rotation and has plenty of height for the second flip and twist. Her body is fairly open, but because of her height and good set on takeoff, she completes this double-double very easily and with a strong landing. The commentators reviewed this and said she was in bounds here. Her second pass is what she's more recognized for and is very rare and difficult. It's a round off back handspring double layout or 2 flips with a straight body immediately into a tucked punch front. In Paris, she had a larger leg separation on her takeoff. They stay slightly separated throughout the double layout, but remember, this is slow motion also. Here she spots the ground and quickly prepares to punch into her tucked front flip. Look at that block angle and the pressure on her ankles and Achilles tendons. It's very deep here, and she obviously has very strong calves and legs to power through this combination. You have to punch the floor at exactly the correct time to get the proper spring for the front flip. Really nice. Here's a side-by-side with her mom, Camila Voinea, who was on the 1988 Olympic team for Romania and did this very same pass back then. Really cool. She had really nice extension and flexibility in her split leap. She also had nice flexibility in her center split leap. Her next pass was a tucked full in, or a double back with a full twist to a very controlled landing. She reaches to the side slightly more than average, but has a strong set to initiate her twist and flip rotation. She keeps her knees together very well throughout this full in and lands very high and comfortably. In my view, the weakest part of her routine is her dismount. It's only a tucked double back, and at the Olympic level, it's not very difficult. She does it very clean and high and has a very secure landing, but it's not up to the difficulty of the rest of her routine. I imagine she can do more difficult dismounts, but the tucked double back is probably very consistent for her. Her second pass was her most difficult and original pass, and this helped separate her from the other gymnasts. She hit a very solid routine and had an elegant look throughout her routine. Again, it was said she was penalized 1/10 for going out of bounds, but in review, it appeared she never went out of bounds. Romania tried to protest, but was denied. I'm not aware of the reason they were denied. Maybe when the dust settles, there'll be more information that helps me understand the many mistakes that were made in the ranking of the 2024 Women's Floor Final. Here's a bonus overview of the 2024 Olympic floor champion from Brazil, Rebeca Andrade. The most common mount for Rebeca is a layout front full step out into a round off back handspring tucked full in back out, or double back with a full twist. Again, here's a side by side with Jordan Chiles doing the same pass. They both open their front layout full, moving forward and keeping strong momentum moving across the floor quickly. They increase the length of their back handsprings to create power like a pole vaulter does with a fast run. Both have a very strong reach and throw with their arms and their chest, and Rebeca gets her knees up faster here, which makes her body smaller and increases her flip and twist rotation. Very similar position here. Rebeca has finished her twist completely and squared off for her back flip out to finish the skill. Rebeca lands slightly higher, but they both complete the skill very high and easily. For her second pass, she does a round off back handspring double layout full out or layout double back flip with a full twist, really nice. Here's a side by side with Jordan Chiles. They both have very long, powerful back handsprings that travel across the floor very fast. Here we can see a technical difference. Jordan starts her twist much earlier and does more of a full in or a full width in her double layout. Twisting later assures good flip rotation and is easier to spot the floor, but Jordan has a strong set and good flip rotation also. After the first half flip, Rebeca has just now started her twist where Jordan has done half of her full twist already. Great form from both of them. After one flip, Jordan has pretty much completed her full twist and Rebeca has completed a half twist. The end of the skill for Jordan is a layout backflip. The end of the skill for Rebeca is a branny or a front with a half. Her next pass is a round off back handspring double layout with a lot of power in this one. We see in the side by side with Jordan Chiles, they both have a low block angle and this helps them to launch up and not travel back too much. Great height and form from both of them. Pulling the arms down by the side at this point helps the chest rise up and speeds up the flip rotation in the second flip. They both complete their second flip landing comfortably. Her most common dismount is a round off back handspring double pike. She has nice arm and chest lift to initiate good height and speed in her flip rotation. She also has a really nice tight pike position with her legs glued together. And here she lands very high trying to absorb that landing. Very nice. Rebeca has very expressive and confident movement in her choreography. She also shows very high leaps with very nice flexibility. Nice split position here. In the floor finals, I believe that Rebeca looked the most comfortable during her performance in the 2024 Olympics. To summarize, the last two events of the individual event finals at the Olympics, which are beam and vault, were not your normal Olympic finals. On beam, there were many more major errors among the top athletes, which opened the door for the other athletes who stayed very steady and hit strong routines. On floor, as many already know, there was some really great gymnastics, but also a protest that became confusing and led to the mess of who should rightfully receive the bronze medal. Initially, it went to Jordan Chiles, but as it stands now, it's officially granted to Ana Barbosu. For now, that seems to be the final decision, but I'm really not sure. Hopefully the athletes and fans will have closure soon. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I hope you got some value out of my analysis. Always feel free to like and subscribe, as you'll be notified when I release more videos like this. Also, leave any thoughts you might have in the comments. Until next time, all my best and rock on!